What are you guys doing? We're going to video today. Yeah. Today we finna be going ahead and taking a look at a video by none other than the man himself, Uncle Kevin Samuels. I know some of y'all gonna find that cringy. I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care, bro. This man seemed like an uncle type to me, bro. You know what I mean? Listen, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's too bad. Outside of that, he dropped a video recently. It's an interview with him and these females on a podcast called the Fresh and Fit podcast. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right to the video. All right.
Kevin, welcome to the show, man.
Okay.
Now let's play Big Bank, take Little Bank.
Samuels in the house.
Hey.
Hi guys, how we doing?
What's up, Kevin?
One thing that I heard from the ladies that I often heard when I spent a lot of time in corporate strip clubs with high-end escorts, porn stars, the new girls to the industry all thought they discovered fire because they were hot.
Right.
What Hafiz is trying to tell you ladies is the money you're making is seasonal.
It's temporary, bro.
There will be
super
a
temporary.
new it chick
Pretty much
every season. And what ends up happening is if you don't take the money you have while you're hot, and if you're not flexible enough to listen to people who know better,
exactly,
you'll just have a lot of money that you blow.
Pretty much.
Now, I don't know why
right
so
now,
many women think OnlyFans is this open fount of money. It's money.
Not,
OnlyFans is at scale now. And we have no history on women going a decade of making money, same store sales year over year on this platform. So everything that I heard from you ladies is the most optimistic projections if nothing changes.
Yo, listen. Clearly right now, like, I can see one thing for sure. These two, actually, they might be all three of them. But them, they are clearly having the most difficulty with this right now. Like, she looked like she about to butt in. She looked like she just trying to, like, hold in some stuff. And she just, like, smiling about the situation. Who really knows? What they sipping White Claw. That's funny. But anyway, here's the thing, right? I feel like as far as like what he's saying right now, there really isn't that much like really wrong with it. But I'm gonna tell you the real reason why I feel like that. He's right, yo. Listen, I don't know how many of y'all like have even like seen OnlyFans or understand like how much stuff has to like kind of like overlap in order for like the people on it to make any kind of money. Have y'all been on like World Star Hip Hop recently? Have you? If you go over there, right, you'll find like you might find like a page, right? Not even a page, it's a video somebody submitted to the website. And it'll like say something like super thick chick says, or you won't believe what she can do with blah blah blah. And you go there and then like there's her like OnlyFans link. If you go to this same person's Instagram, they have like 10 followers over there. I feel like what he's trying to get at right now is like he's saying like if you don't have a brand, what you're doing right now is for sure going to be like temporary. And honestly, I feel like even like the higher end, like the highest end of like OnlyFans would like agree with that. I think that's largely a part of the problem. It's that like perception versus reality thing. But I mean, we'll get into it as the video continues. Let's go.
But it's open, so it's not possible for it to be for 10 years because it hasn't even been a decade since the website has just.
She really said that, like for real, like unironically. She was like, "There can't be 10-year data on it because like there was no." If you think about it, like it hasn't even existed for like 10 years, so there can't be no 10-year data on it. Yes, he said that.
That's what I just said.
Sex work has been around since
forever.
Yeah, but that's what.
Okay, so like I was saying,
bro.
I
Okay,
traffic in
okay.
places where high-end dancers, escorts, sex work. Ladies, how do you honestly think you're going to make increasing money over the next 10 years?
I've increased my money exponentially every single month since I started OnlyFans.
That's a month.
And that's
He said
every month.
Every 10 years.
But I said over the next 10
years.
You've been in
bruh.
this business for right about a year, right?
Is 10 years old yet?
Oh my gosh.
That's not the question.
That's
Well,
literally.
any business.
He said, "Are you expecting for your money to be doubling, quadrupling over the next 10 years using this, doing this?" That's what he's saying. I don't know why she's playing like she doesn't understand the question. Actually, I do know why she's doing it, because she don't want to have to answer the question. But okay.
And here's the thing, and this is what I mean by the hard-headedness piece of it. In order to be able to take the money you've made and apply the so-called knowledge you have, you need to be able to work and leverage it with people who know more than you, instead of looking Hafiz in the face like he doesn't know what he's talking about when he runs a almost $1 million business. The guys on the podcast who are on the verge of running $1 million business. And
I
another
think what he's
person
saying
who knows
is,
how to
have
do
you
it
made
is
$1
run
million?
most stuff. You're asking me questions
You're telling
to
people
prove to you
who have
like
made
I don't know what I'm talking
way more
about.
money than you, like they don't know what they're saying. Okay.
I don't think you know what you're talking about regarding OnlyFans. That's for sure. Because
But I do know what I'm talking about as far as business and making money.
Yo, listen, I think it's very like important that we take into consideration what even just like was said, because I feel like what was just said pretty much frames like the way that the conversation is about to go. You just said you don't think that he knows what he's talking about for like OnlyFans. He just said basically, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to business. And at the end of the day, OnlyFans is a business. It's a business model that honestly, the only people who really are making any real money are the very people at the very top of this. All right, like everybody else, guys, you workers, you worker bees. That's what you are. All right, so it's the same thing when it comes to like how do I put this? Let me give you like another analogy, right? Think about like a YouTuber. All right, if a YouTuber, it's the equivalent of a YouTuber being like, well, nah, I run YouTube. No, you don't. You don't own YouTube. Whatever they choose to do with their business is what they're going to do with their business. He's saying you need to be smarter with like the money that you're getting from this, and you need to understand that the only way that you're going to be able to like make this like a sustainable thing is if you do somehow turn this into a brand. Because let's be real, all right? Even if we're talking about like females or just people period, from like porn, all right? If you have not created a brand for yourself, if you have not turned yourself into something else, you'll be forgotten, bro. You'll be forgotten. Especially with things like the Hub, bro. You can just watch stuff for like free. Like it is what it is. So it's the same thing here. It's like, logically speaking, if the business model is I put up different like photos of me in like compromising positions or different things that I different parts of my body, right? What happens when these things like start to age? What happens when the people who like saw these things yesterday saw them yesterday and no longer care? Listen, it's really as simple as just like even if you think about like in terms of just like, all right, think about the drug game, right? You don't like what they're talking about right now is like the equivalent of like a drug dealer being like, yeah, I could still be selling the same bud like for like 10 years. No, you can't. No, you won't. That's what he's trying to say. But okay.
In regards to making money, money comes in waves, and we all have to understand that. And if
That's
we
true.
all invest successfully, we could.
I don't think they were debating that though.
Where are you investing?
People are.
Where are you investing?
Average.
Where are you investing?
That's none of your business.
No, it's none of
It's
his
a
business.
You know,
Why is
the
that a
goal-
secret?
I accept what you just said.
Right. He
But
already
you
said that.
money comes in waves.
Yep.
Granted.
Cool.
We have to invest. It's taken. Where's some of the places you're investing?
Yeah,
You said
actually,
none of my business.
a lot.
What?
See, this is what this OnlyFans economy has done. It's let women with really low functioning knowledge, no high value or high ticket
Excuse me.
skills.
That's not low functioning knowledge.
Well,
None of
let's
business
talk.
not
Okay.
low
Every time I've asked you any question about business, and you've asked me a question instead
You
of answering.
avoided every
And I
single
said,
time.
and if it's not you, eat the meat, spit out the bones. But what OnlyFans has done is it's created a bubble economy. Women are rushing to OnlyFans thinking that it's the new .com, the new real estate, and they're
this is gonna be
realizing
like that deal.
there is no sustainable way to project this out for over 5 years.
What he's saying is this. There was a time where all of these females would have ran over to like Instagram, correct? Some of them are still like just starting on Instagram, correct? What he's saying is there's a lot of them who were on Instagram, saw OnlyFans, and then ran over to that and started doing that because what was happening on Instagram wasn't like panning out entirely. This is what he's trying to get at, bro. Like it's not that he's not even saying like that you can't have an OnlyFans. What he's saying is view it for what it is and don't like overstep your boundary. It's like coming out with your own brand of like, I don't know, like let's say we're talking about mouse pads. You come out with your own brand of like mouse pads and then you walk into the same room as like Bill Gates and you talk to him like he ain't shit. What? That it's kind of like that is what he's saying. He's saying like understand what it is that you have. Understand that it's something that could potentially be turned into something, but will likely for most people, because that's the thing, right? Everybody thinks that they're that one person. I'm that one in a million that's gonna like. God broke the mold when He made me, and it's like no, He didn't, and no, you're not. You're not that thing at all. I think it would be better for you to like assume that you're not that thing, and then find out that maybe you are that thing. Then assume that you are that, and then find out that you're not. The decisions you'll have to make for each turn are completely different things. Completely different things. One, you have to learn how to like, I guess like how to become accustomed to like being a brand. The other, you have to learn how to be a normal human being in society, even though you have this like negative stigma already on top of you because of this. But all right.
Now, maybe you don't know that knowledge, but I do. Because anyway. So
you can enter the club, but like we're not.
You can't even get in.
But do you understand that what he's not trying to hate? And so
No,
this is,
but listen, I'm investing my OnlyFans money into body contouring. He's asking.
Yo. She said what? Listen. Hafiz, where'd you find this, John, bro? Like, yo, where'd you find this? Did she say she's invested in body contouring? No comment, bro.
My friend, what is she investing in?
yeah.
He was trying to make her feel bad about that. I'm doing it into a body.
I asked her what she was investing in. I don't know whether it's good or bad.
I didn't
None of
want
you
to
guys
talk
pay my
about.
bills, so why would I tell you about my business unless you're
So,
in my bag?
so
I think guys are just mad. It's
I don't
easier
think you
for girls
guys
to
are
make
very
money.
happy for me
okay,
for my
ladies,
success.
calm.
Yo, notice what she did there because I need you to like listen. If you're ever in like a situation where you're having like a debate or an argument or something like that, and suddenly like people start throwing out like this level of like assumptions about you as a person, it's the equivalent of like a rapper dropping like something like really dookie. You dropped a dookie track, and then like you got 10 homies. 9 of them was like, "Yo, this is it, cuz. This is it. Pass me the lean." And then like the last one was like, "Yo, you should never have dropped this, like ever. If I was you, I would never drop this." And I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm saying that like your voice is off, the quality of the music is completely diminished, and this doesn't even sound like you, like at all. People aren't going to know what to even like really think of this track, and it's not going to get you any like good exposure. And then you look at him and go, "Yo, you hating, cuz. You clearly hating, cuz." Like, okay. Okay.
Calm down, ladies. Calm down. Here's the reality. The point of the matter is that what we're trying to communicate is that a lot of fields that give people quick money, whether it's entertainment, whether it's sports, whether it's
All of them.
acting, there's so
All of
many
them.
fields that will give you quick money today. And when you get that money, you think you've made it.
You
Look
really
at all
do.
the Atlanta rappers. Look at all the basketball players. You
Big
think
facts.
that you made it because you're getting money today.
Exactly.
But a lot of these fields in 5, 10, 15, 20 years,
They won't
you're
yield
not
the
making the
same.
same amount of money. It's not just you women on OnlyFans.
It's
It's
not.
also men as well.
Yes.
But the reality of the matter
Yes.
is that if you are not wise with your money, if you are not long-sighted with your money, if you don't have actual investments, like understanding
Yes.
cryptocurrency, like understanding mutual funds, like understanding stocks, when you're not
Like not investing in body contouring.
educating yourself on those matters, what ends up happening is you end up losing your money. And the reality of the matter is, for a lot of women who are into sex work, you guys are short-sighted individuals.
Incredibly
so
short-sighted.
if you're a short-sighted person, more than likely you're not spending your money. You're buying bags. You're buying nice
Who
apartments.
said OnlyFans is just sex work though?
Yo, this is another problem that I have, yo. Yo, you know how in the other video that I dropped earlier today, I was talking about like how like people, like people will like derail. That's so crazy. Like people will derail like a conversation. Now, if they go for the bait, we'll then be like listening to them drone on about whether or not OnlyFans is sex work. Like this is a conversation that needs to even happen. Bruh, we understand that there are some people that use OnlyFans that don't use, like they don't do anything having to do with sex. Is that what you're doing, ma'am? Ma'am, is that what you're doing? No. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Honestly, what are you talking about? Alright.
I didn't say.
Who said I'm buying bags? Like, who said I don't
Let
own
me
own
finish.
stocks?
Let me finish.
Well, hold on.
Okay,
hold on,
you
hold
didn't
on.
want to
See, that's-
answer the question.
You can't do that.
Right, you don't get to
I
do
asked you
that.
What you're buying and what you're investing
And
in.
now
you
suddenly
didn't want to
it's-
say it.
now suddenly it's,
when
who said I don't
Hafiz
do
makes
that?
an assumption, then you want to question that. See, here's what we have going on. This is what I said about being hard-headed.
I think you
and
guys
stubborn.
need to be more
Let
open-minded.
him finish.
Yes.
Let him
Well,
finish.
okay,
Research
so-
what you
so
really
guys,
talking
what-
You guys
about.
need to spread a positive message, because at the end of the day, I'm leaving here with a negative message from this podcast because you guys
Can
are
somebody
Yo, that right there was literal entitled like precious little pony like type. Guys, I'm gonna leave here with a negative like message and a negative vibe from here, and it's going to take me down a bit. Like no one cares is what I'm saying, bro. Nobody cares. Not really.
have to control because
It's
this is
just-
what I need to do.
Real quick,
I mean, hold on.
No, real quick.
You
We're
guys
just
will
expressing
judge
And
opinions
it's
here.
been 9
Yeah.
minutes.
Ladies.
Yo,
We're just gonna
stop,
express the
stop.
opinions. Me and Fresh are not, and we're gonna
Yeah.
let you and Hafiz and Kevin talk about this,
Yeah.
and then you guys can give your points. Everyone's gonna get a form to speak. Don't
But
worry.
as a man that you don't even know her, you have no place to tell her how and where to invest her money, how to make her
I
money.
didn't tell her word anything. I just asked what she was doing.
You just ask him.
You
You
don't
just
even
ask
know.
him.
See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean. This is
Oh
what-
my gosh,
this
they're
is
still
what
talking.
This economy breeds. It takes a lot of.
Ladies,
It
let
takes.
them
This is what this economy breeds.
Yo.
guys.
Speak, ladies. Let him speak, and then you guys will get your shot too.
So Hafez has been he's trying to be as measured as possible.
He really
I came in and
is.
tried to be as measured as possible. And what are we getting? We're getting attacked. We're getting anger. We're getting you don't know nothing. You don't know what I do know. What I do know. What I do know. What I do. What I do know.
Please let him make his
What I
point.
do
That's
know is of all the business people on this platform, the people who are going to have long-term success are not you.
Mm.
Okay, so I'll see. You're saying it's not me. We'll see. We'll see if I won't be successful.
Spoiler alert, she won't be. You know, it's crazy, like how it's crazy how they're trying to like make this conversation into a conversation about like whether or not like they're trying to make this a conversation about like gender wars or whatever. Like Hafiz didn't literally just say that there are men that need to learn this lesson as well. rappers, entertainers, like musicians, all this stuff, like people with these seemingly paying jobs that aren't really actually all that lucrative, like in the long run. And so you need to make smarter decisions with the money that you do get from them. Think about it, yo. Just think about it, all right? How many times, you know how many dudes entered the NBA and legitimately thought they was about to be the next, like, I'm about to be the next LeBron. I'm about to be the next Jordan. Only to like have an injury in one game and then it was a wrap. Big raps. A whole lot of people, bruh. It's the same thing with rap, bruh. You know how many dudes ended the game and like, listen, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be like confident in what you do, but I'm saying that you shouldn't be overconfident either. And that's something that doesn't get talked about a lot. Everybody talks about just like having like the confidence to like do some things. That's good. That's all well and good. But when it comes to like certain things where you just like don't really have like, you don't have any like actual like knowledge on a situation, maybe shut up and listen to somebody who does. That's it. That's pretty much it, bro. You're not going to get nowhere with an attitude like this because you just feel like you already know way more than the person who literally has already done double what you do. All right.
And my point that I was simply trying to bring up, if you feel offended, that's how you feel. But
I'm not offended.
No. You had a chance. New York. You had a chance to talk.
Simmer
the reality
down.
of the matter is there is a
Simmer
way,
down.
whether you're upset or not, that you talk to people. I have not been trying to be disrespectful to you. I have not raised my tone. I have attempted to allow you to communicate and not talked over you. So what's not going to happen is that as adults, that you're going to treat me in one way and I'm going to treat you a different way. The same way that you want me to be respectful, to listen to you and to try to have a conversation with you, I ask that you do the same. If we cannot follow those rules, then you can exit the conversation because we are simply trying to have a conversation here. If you felt like somebody, New York, you have to let people talk. You see, this is the problem. Now we're getting into the problem of modern society.
They're being kids about this. That's so crazy.
The whole reason I even got here is because there was certain attitudes I was seeing that you guys were inhibiting. Because remember, the initial question was, what are characteristics about yourself that could be a turnoff to a guy? And some of those things in regards
what
to
you're
the
doing
attitude,
right now.
you started off by saying, well, I'm independent. Right. But it's not your independence, it's your attitude.
Exactly.
And the reality of the matter is the kind of guys that you want have a choice. They're not going to choose this kind of attitude.
I'm
so when
not
you're
doing
attractive,
that, bro.
when you have a nice body, when you pay for money, pay for things and all that stuff, you can get attention.
Right.
But the reality is with that kind of attitude, you will not get retention. And so all day long,
you can get attention, but you will not get retention. Ooh, okay, Hafiz. Okay.
the fundamental reality is when you're 20 and you have your looks, use your looks to leverage whatever you can get, but that eventually runs out.
It's gonna go away, bro. It's gonna go away.
At the end of the day, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be at a point in your life where all you're gonna have is who you are as a person. And if you have not spent time, energy, effort, and resources into investing into yourself to becoming a better person, what you're gonna be is by yourself. And so, my hope for these conversations is that we as men and women can talk to one another and build one another up. But to sit down here to tear each other down and to come with this negative attitude and this condescending demeanor, that's not the productive way we need to move forward.
And we can have a conversation about it. Go ahead. You had something, and then we'll turn it to
That was
Kevin,
good.
and then we'll let you speak
That
as
was
well,
good, bro.
Damaris.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Good.
Sorry.
Now
It's fine. It's open forum. You know
Now
what I'm
you,
saying? Say
now
your
you,
piece.
bro. That's not. They're not acting like kids. Now you don't got nothing to say. Yo, you a child, bro. You're a child.
I saw that you wanted to say something earlier.
Now she don't want to say nothing.
No, I retire.
And me too. I feel like you said you were being respectful, but you weren't. As a man, I feel like you have no place to tell women how to
Why
make
not?
their
Why not?
money. And then you're referring to it as a sex industry. Just because you have OnlyFans doesn't mean you're having sex on it. You could be cooking on OnlyFans. You could do whatever you want.
Are you cooking on OnlyFans? Are you wearing clothes when you cooking on OnlyFans? This is what I mean by like the pointless conversation thing, bro. Like, yo, just like, you just bring it up, bro. What? This is like somebody is playing Russian roulette and like there are 4 bullets in the chamber already. All right. You got your 6-shooter. You got that jump. And then they like, yo, you trying to play? You like, nah, I don't like the odds on this. And then they go, well, some people survive this. Cool. I probably won't, though. Most people probably don't, though. All right? What are you talking about? Like, some people be cooking and cleaning and shut up. Shut up, yo. All right.
So I just feel like I'm just offended. And it's not just him towards me, it's towards women, because men have no place at all to say how women should and shouldn't.
We have every place. We built the goddamn world you live in.
No, you didn't.
The world is built by men. Nobody made this about men or women.
Do not get paid unless I sit here. So
this is what tends to happen when whether it's.
Did she just say you don't get paid unless I sit here? Ma'am. We need to have a conversation all across the internet about what delusion is, yo. Because that's really what this whole situation is about. People who live in delusion F everything up for people who are logical. Meaning this. Thing 1 and thing 2 on the ends here could potentially be effing stuff up for number 3 in the middle, who seems like, I'm just here to listen. But y'all here to you're here to over talk this whole conversation. I'm here to dictate. That's not gonna happen. This isn't even your platform, fam. That's not how this is gonna go. But all right.
OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram, and when women can't handle it, they leave. This is the point. This is about business. Business isn't offensive, but when people in their lack of knowledge gets exposed, they get offended.
That's
they
facts,
call
bro.
themselves
That's
experts
facts.
and business owners and everything else. You're
On what?
online strippers. Would make a little bit of money. Congratulations. I'm good with escorts. I'm good with strippers. But when someone like Hafiz or myself tries to sit down and talk to you about your level of ignorance, you're offended. Your ignorance is what offends you. And it's offensive to me that you're going to try to make this about men and sexism. This is what the world has done. It's got little pampered princesses who can get online, make some money, and think that they're on the same level as men who built this world, and they are not. That's what you just saw them leave, because they can't go get onto Wall Street, Main Street, anywhere, into a bank, into anybody's business to be taken seriously with their so-called business plan or their go-to-market strategy. You're taking what the world has given you, your creator has given you, and you put it online. Thank men for building the internet, the computers, the smartphone, and everything else that allows you to sit up in your luxury apartment and get paid for showing your feet. We did that. You didn't. And in 10 years, when no one wants to see your feet or your G-string or your tattoos or whatever else, Hafiz, Chris, the roommates, Mario, Fresh, not Mario,
Good Lord.
Myron, Fresh,
Good Lord.
we will all be still running our businesses because we don't get emotional about business. When somebody tells us we have a hole in our game, we humble ourselves, we check ourselves, we get better. That's what men do, because we have the business of building the world. We can't fucking walk off like babies because it happened. I didn't like it. Bro. See, Atlas can't shrug. If we shrugged, you would die. That's what happens every time one of you
Bars!
gets caught on the platform you came to get attention you asked for. When you get more smoke than you're willing to handle, you want to cry and stomp off. Well, kick rocks, and guess what? There'll be a new one tomorrow, because neither one of y'all on the panel can honestly say that you are bringing something to the market that ain't 15 other chicas down on the street bringing. None. So when we sit here and try to have a conversation with you and tell you, guess what? Whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, every new influencer, every new person thinks this because they have the dope content.
Male and female, he talking to you right now, fam. He talking to you.
Discovered fire. They've invented the wheel, and there's more that goes into it than just turning on a camera and saying, hi, I'm on YouTube. Hi, I'm on Facebook. Hi, I'm on OnlyFans. It takes planning. It takes work. It takes strategy.
A lot.
It takes business knowledge. It takes collaboration. It takes a lot of things that you obviously don't have. And that's why you're upset, because at the end of the day, you know you don't have them, and you don't have the patience, the intelligence, even the patience, the intelligence, even the resources to sit down and just listen. So carry your cell phone, and when OnlyFans stops, Subway will be hiring.
Okay. Listen, this video was this one is finna be a long boy. It's all good. If you still here, cool, great. Listen, I don't even think anything really needs to be added to like what he said, to be real with you. Mostly because, bruh, it's like this. Y'all came here to talk about OnlyFans. He's here to talk about business. OnlyFans is a business, correct? Like, I just feel like the thing that I find to be the most, I guess, like the craziest is how everyone else seemed to pretty much be capable, even the one female. That's the greatest thing too, right? Like, just in case y'all think that like, yo, it's just like no females are capable of like even like listening to stuff like that. Shorty in the middle did, bro. She stayed there for like that entire thing, and she didn't leave. From my knowledge, anyway, she didn't go anywhere. Hold on. All right. Yeah, she didn't go anywhere, bro. She didn't go nowhere. She stayed there for that entire conversation. And I think it's important to really understand that, like, what he's talking about here. He even says it several times in this, okay? There's what he put up in, like, the title, all right? Because let's be real, there are a lot of these chicks on this website, bro. A lot of them are for the streets, bro. I don't care whether or not you, like, do or don't, like, agree with that, really. That's not even what we're, like, talking about here. What we're talking about is people who want to feel as though they have more understanding, more knowledge, more business acumen than people who literally have proven that they actually do. People who are involved in circles that they can't even remotely find themselves in, outside of, like, in this case, spreading your legs open, showing pictures of your feet or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't have to necessarily like what the person is saying, right? But a lot of the time, some of the best advice in the world tends to come that way. You know what I'm saying? Not every pill is gonna be like easy to swallow, bro. Some of the stuff is gonna be like super easy. Sometimes you're just gonna hear like someone giving you some advice on some stuff, and it's just gonna be like super, super chill. You know what I mean? Got it. No problem. You got it, dude. Other times you want to hear some stuff and it's not going to be what you want to hear. So if he's talking to dudes, all right, he's talking to like you, like $1 million YouTuber. He's talking to you, $1 million NBA player or actor or whatever else. He's talking to all of y'all, bro. He's saying being short-sighted will result in you losing a hell of a lot of money unnecessarily, and then having to make decisions that you ultimately don't want to make. A lot of these chicks are straight up capping about even what they're making now. Ma'am, you are not all Belle Delphine, bro. You know how hard Belle Delphine had to work to build that up, bro? You know what stuff she had to do to put herself in like the position that she is. Come on, fam. Belle probably, matter of fact, Belle probably would look at this and she might say out of her mouth that like she agrees with like what the chicks here are saying. But she would know in her mind, I did exactly what Kevin is talking about. I already know he's right. I'm just gonna tell y'all this stuff because, you know, it's better for the bread. It makes the money. It makes it look like I'm really 100% on y'all side. When in reality, you don't understand. I am your competition, bro. I'm the ops. You know what I'm saying? She's out here doing it. She's getting the bread off of this. She's creating a brand for herself. You aren't. You not. But you gonna think that she on the same side as you, but she's not, bro. But I'm just saying, that's just like one smaller example. But what I'm saying is, a lot of y'all don't understand. Period. All right. Especially when it comes to like the younger crowd, bro. A lot of us really, really love to feel like we know way more than a lot of our elders, and a lot of the time it becomes like just a respect thing for y'all. If the conversation is about whether or not anyone just like even respects anybody, that's one thing. If we're talking about like something as serious as like money, business, don't be a child. Don't be a weirdo. Like honestly, those two chicks, they're weirdos. They're weirdos, bro. If I was in the same room and like he's telling me like certain things that I need to do in my life, it's all right. It is what it is, bro. Like that's what I need to do. A lot of y'all could really do with like a friend that would tell y'all like the actual truth about stuff instead of somebody that's gonna sit up there and just like blow smoke up that ass. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. This video went on for way too long. It's your boy, Mr. Avery Raw. I got a mic. I got a drill. Be easy, drill gang.